All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Blogs with Boilon Friday. Now, some things to talk about really quickly before we get to the blog. It looks like things are started here on Friday on time. We have Coordinated Assault, which looks like it has launched on the proper day. I think in the past it was supposed to launch on a given day and it didn't, so there it is. And we do have the Quick Rumble Marauders Blitz. One thing that I want to talk about this, though, is that the points has been changed. This is a really good change for new players and mid-game players, basically anyone who's not an end-game player, because the Blitz win score has changed from 20, which it was in the past, to 200. So that's a huge increase, which makes it more possible for newer players to actually complete or get pretty far in it anyways. It's still a lot of blitzing if you don't have the additional points here, but it'll still help a ton. So looking forward to that on my baby account. And I also want to point out, that's the blog, but we're going to be pointing this out really quick here, which is the changes to the 2099 monthly calendar. They changed the wordings for it's not a huge deal really, but I think that from what I understand from the comments that I read from others, that this was to appease China. I thought it was to appease someone else, but to remove any references to the occult or supernatural, which is ironic because we have Quick Rumble Supernatural down here. So I don't know. That's what I've been heard. And also, I want to talk about these other events, because you have here the Midnight Haunt, which is the Week 4 event, and it shows Absolute Carnage on the photo, not Mr. Negative. So I don't know where Mr. Negative is, or if he's going to be the month-long character for November, because that's possible. There could be an offer in this week for Mr. Negative, but maybe possibly that his, or even in here really, that his event or how we get him is not going to be until later. Now, we do have Night of the Spider. This is the Spiderman Noir event, and we'll be talking about that because we have the data mines for that already, but the Helicarrier Clash is what's probably going to be in the blog. So if you're ready to go, then let's boil this down. Okay, and so, yeah, I pivoted to this already at the start, but it's titled Weekly Gloves Off for War. I don't know, I felt like this was a little bit rushed. Greetings, Commander. Usually there's like some text in here. I'm almost certain like there's some text in here normally that just explains what's going to be covered. But no, they're just jumping straight into the events. I guess there's not much else to say unless, let me reload just in case. This is like an old version. Nope. I guess that's it. So the Future Shock events, the Helicarrier Clash, we kind of knew about this. I talked about this. I think I talked about this anyways in a previous video. Maybe I didn't actually. So this is where you're going to get your week 2 item, and you're going to get obviously some event currency for the month long for 2099. Now, this is going to include war battles. Now, here we have... So I knew what it was going to entail, but I didn't know the points, or I don't know the points. So I'll be doing a video, and I'll be releasing the math on this for Sunday morning, because the events start on Monday, so I'd like to get that out a day in advance. So look forward to Sunday morning for the math related to the Helicarrier Clash, but we'll take a look at this anyways. War battles for 500 points. And then you get additional points for Gamma or A-Force at 200. Now, what's interesting is there's no additional points for Gear Tier. So for better or for worse, I guess that's better, right? As long as you have the characters, then you can use them. So that means anyone who's using their Gamma or A4, Gamma especially on the defense, pull them off of defense as of Sunday night. That way, from Monday onwards, that you can use them for this week's of events and get additional points. You can get an additional 1,000 points, at least for Gamma, and then 800 for A4. So that's equivalent to a couple of war battles, which I'm sure will help. You're going to need to earn Alliance credits. So if you guys don't remember, that's the donation. You're going to have to probably spend cores to donate to. These are Alliance credits. So you can actually hold the box in advance, because this stuff actually resets at 5 p.m. The event goes live at 2. So you may be able to take advantage if you don't manually open this beforehand on Monday. So don't do that. And that way you can maybe double dip and get a little bit more. But you're going to want to get that final box, which means you're going to need to spend probably 50 power cores. At least half your Alliance is going to need to do that to activate the last box. Earning Blitz credits. Now, this is a little bit concerning because not only can you farm this at 10 per win, but, you know, it's also going to be in the milestone as well. So I'm going to have to do the math on that and to see how much is required as far as Blitz farming goes, because Yeah, that's 10 points then for every Blitz win, basically. So, yeah, it's farmable when I guess 500 points. That's like, so 50 Blitz wins for one war battle, essentially. Launching with this event will be update to Blitz rewards. Okay, so that's going to be down below. This is the milestone for the Helicarrier Clash. Let's open this up really quick and just take a gander really quickly. Organic webbing at 60,000 points. I don't know how far that is or how hard that is to get, but you're going to need to really get to 67,500 because that's where you get an extra 5,000 point splice genes. There's an Elite 5 credit at the bottom, Elite 5 orb at the bottom that you can't really see, and there's some augmented gear and stuff down below here, so, and some training modules, of course. So it's okay. We'll see how hard it is to get to 67,500. That's going to be the goal of the event. And anything after that is either whaley or a lot of blitz farming, essentially. The Valhalla Orb, what they talk about there, though, is actually going to be a daily thing that you pick up on the web store, I think. That's what they said in the data mines anyway, so we'll see. Spider Space, this is just quick rumble with symbiotes, and like I mentioned, you're getting additional points as long as they're 3-star or above, so that's pretty nice. That should be okay for... Maybe you probably just orb accumulated some of them, frankly. But this should be a little bit easier for my baby account, so that's great. This one does not have Mega Orb Fragments, because the other one did, the Marauder one. Blitz Rewards update. Let's zoom in a little bit. To aid your visits to the Blitz store, we'll be increasing Blitz Rewards on October the 10th. That's on Monday, 2 p.m. In addition to the current 10 Blitz credits per win, we'll also include additional credits that can range in quantity and reach a jackpot of 1,000 credits. Additional credits. That's interestingly timed given the fact that there's an event here that is rewarding that. The average rewards you can expect will be 15 total Blitz credits per win, so an additional 5. So choose your teams wisely and rack up wins. Is this permanent? It doesn't say it's permanent. It just says it doesn't say temporary either. It just says update. I hope it's permanent. Why would you want... I guess it's to encourage more screen time. I don't like the idea of blitzing more, and I think this will just be for players who maybe want to farm more blitz credits for SBCs or shards, really. At the end of the day, you know, if there's nothing special going on, you can still blitz more if you really want to. I probably still won't. But this will be interesting how this could impact the Helicarrier Clash event. It does say jackpot, so I'm going to do this. When I do my math, it says average rewards you can expect will be 15 total blitz credits per win. So that's probably what I'm going to be using as a metric, because I can't, without seeing this in practice, I can't really gauge what's actually going on here. The Famine Scourge event, we knew that was coming back, officially coming back on the 13th, which is going to be next Thursday, so that's good. It's going to run for 5 days, so do be aware of that, and there's not going to be first-time rewards anymore for that. It's just going to be the regular payouts. So if you don't have your characters ready, your Young Avengers especially, because those are the characters really that you should be building for this event, then you should get on that. And hopefully my baby account can get Rogue the second pass as well. Agatha Harkness and the Pestilence Saga. A bug was recently discovered with Agatha. Her passive ability was occasionally incorrectly applying Barrier multiple times per battle to her Darkhold allies when they drop below 30%. The intention is that this should only occur once per battle, as the ability description states. Does it? Maybe I don't remember what... I don't remember, really. A notable change that will occur when this goes live is the current Pestilence Saga will, by default, be more difficult. The team is compensating for this by rebalancing the Pestilence Saga based on the updated functionality. That's interesting. So they're making it harder? Or they're just going to rebalance it. I don't know. This is confusing. Let me know if this has been an issue. I don't know if this is specifically to like node number 5, which is like the last level, which I heard was quite challenging. Not really sure. I didn't hear about anything about this really. Mojo's Mayhem and Strike Pass. Yeah, so we are getting Strange Heartless in Strike Pass. We're also going to be getting... I thought it was like Wong and Elsa coming up soon in the RTA. Oh yeah, it's already in here. Yeah, both of the passes, I think. Yeah, RTA, and yeah, so if you need Wong and Strange Heartless, they're going to be in the passes, which is good for new players. Elite Store updates. Spider Weaver in the Red Star store already. That's pretty quick. I actually have my spreadsheet up, and I just want to kind of check it with you guys really quick. How long that's taken. Spider Weaver. 07 October. Oh, wait, no, sorry. The day. The 11th October 2022. That's pretty quick. That's less than a month. Over here, I have 13th of September. So, yeah, less than a month since the Red Star store. But interestingly, we're behind on the orbs, the actual, like, available in the orbs. And that's different than what it was in the past, because previously, they used to go into the orbs first and then into the Red Star store. Now it's being the opposite. Now, I don't know if that matters too much, but, like, I guess the only real good thing about this is if you didn't pull red stars for them, or you had really shitty pulls, but not having them in the orbs, you know, you're not going to have any more yellow stars for these characters, so that doesn't really matter. Character availability. On October 12th, Hulkbuster and Abomination are going into the orbs. Okay, and Polaris and Multiple Man are being tossed out of the Mega Orb. Then on October 13th, Strange Heartless will go into the Arena Orb. Spider-Punk swings into the Arena store for $9.75, and Dagger is going to be dropped at $500. Holy crap, we're getting Strange Heartless, but in the Arena Orb. So that's crazy. I wasn't expecting that. I'll have to update my stuff after this blog post. Wow, okay, so that's 2 this month so far, just on the back of Morbius, which is a little bit surprising. It is in the Arena Orb, so it's kind of hard to farm, because you're going to have to pull those orbs if you want to. I would at least unlock him, or if you want, try to get to the next star rank, but yeah, that's still pretty quick, I would say, because Ghost Spider was just straight into the store. Weekly events, back to Boot Camp, Block Party, Taskmaster Blitz on Monday, I believe. Phoenix coming back. Adam Warlock coming back, and the Quick Rumble. And of course, I forgot to put this at the beginning. Everything in the blog is subject to change, including what I'm about to show you about the data mines. Alright, so this is also subject to change. But I do want to talk about this because this is really important. This involves the Night of the Spider event for Spiderman Noir, because I think that this one is going to be a lot more, I want to say probably challenging and very whaley and Kraken-y. And actually, this kind of pisses me off because now they're moving away from the gear tier score and they're moving to raw star levels. And that pisses me off. So, Night of the Spider. There's like 4 milestones for this one, so it does get a bit convoluted here. There's like the main milestone, I think. This is called Night of the Spider. It's going to require spending campaign energy, winning war battles, and collecting evidence. Now, I don't know what evidence is. Could be a special currency. There could be an event store. I'm unsure about this one at this time. There's another milestone called Spider Shadow, which involves winning Cosmic Crucible battles. When was the last time we saw something like that? Sunfire. So Sunfire was the last Cosmic Crucible event, and earning points by winning Cosmic Crucible battles using Unlimited X-Men, and you can see it down here. Win a Cosmic Crucible and use Unlimited X-Men, and then battle in Cosmic Crucible with Unlimited X-Men at 5 and 6 star and at 7 star. So, no longer are you getting additional points for gear tier, but you're getting additional points for what star level that you have these characters at. And that's a huge departure from before, because most of these characters did not have very good releases. Most of these characters were 3 star. Sunfire was a 3 star. Gambit was definitely a 3 star. And the only characters that you're going to have maybe above 5 star is probably going to be Phantom X and Rogue. Unless you have really, really good orb luck and you've managed to get them to 5 star some other way, or you spent money. Like I said, this is not really possible for most players other than those 2 characters if you haven't spent a lot of money or got severely lucky. And then, so that's the second milestone. There's a third one. Hard Boiled. Blitz with Unlimited X-Men. And you're getting additional points for Blitz wins with Unlimited X-Men at the star levels, right? So this is kind of crazy too. And the rewards include milestone points for the main milestone. It says Night of the Spider milestone. That might be the evidence, but I'm honestly not sure. Probably not. But these are going to funnel into the main one. This is going to funnel into the main one. And then there's finally a fourth one called Trail of Webs. Sorry. Battle in raids to complete a daily milestone that rewards Night of the Spider milestone points, Legacy 3 orb fragments, and training orb fragments. Hopefully this one's not too difficult, because normally there's like a weird like fourth or third milestone that's like super simple, like the campaign energy spending one. So hope that's not too bad. It doesn't specify any characters. It's just simply battling in raids. So I hope this is easy. But overall, there's about 4 milestones. So this is going to be a little bit tougher. And I need to know more about this war stuff. Is it just simply win 1 war battle, or is it war battles with unlimited X-Men? Because that's what it seems that all of this is with. And so this is really pushing you. I'm not even going to say to gear your unlimited X-Men. It's pushing you to spend on unlimited X-Men, because at this point, it seems that we're moving away from that gear tier score in exchange for how high you can get your characters, which is obviously nothing you can do about it unless you open your wallet. So that's what I wanted to end with. Let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts about this change to event structures are with regards to star levels versus gear tier score. I don't quite like that, because I felt that for newer player, or for any players really, it was easier for us to be able to build up our characters and get additional points that way. I really hope that the bonus points for these events, for the Spiderman Noir event, is not required to actually clear it. So we'll find out, right? And that's probably why that there's no gear tier score mentioned on Helicarrier Clash for the Gamma and A-Force, because they're slowly moving away from that. That's it, everyone, and I want to give a happy Thanksgiving to Canadians out there, because we have it, I believe it's Sunday or Monday. I don't really do holidays much, but I wanted to give a shout out for that. I know Americans have it in November, but us Canadians, we do have it in October. So have a great weekend, and look forward to my video on Sunday for the Helicarrier Clash math. And until next time, stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you all later. Boilon signing out.